Today we are talking about how to find the greatest common factor. It is often referred to as the GCF. We're going to start this lesson with a little bit of vocabulary because if we break down each one of these terms, we can find out why it's called the greatest common factor. We are going to start with the term factor, which in this case, in math, we are talking about a number that divides another number evenly, or it has no remainder. For an example, we are going to find the factors of 30. Best way to do this is just to go with our counting numbers and just see if they work. You can use a calculator for this, whatever works for you. Is 30 divisible by 1? Yes. So I would write down 1 as a factor. Is 30 divisible by 2? Yes. 2 times 15 would be 30. 3. Is 30 divisible by 3? Yes. 3 times 10 would be 30. 4. Nope, that would not work. 5. Yes. 6. 6 times 5 is 30. Yes. 7. No. 8. No. 9. No. 10. Yeah, 10 times 3, remember? 2 times what is 30? 15. And our last one, 1 times 30. Okay, so you can do division and multiplication in order to find factors. So now that we have our factors of 30 listed, the question is, okay, going back to what we're talking about today, greatest common factor, which one of these factors is the greatest? If you said 30, you'd be correct. That is the largest number here. When we're talking about greatest and greatest common factor, we are talking about the largest number. But Mr. Peterson, it's greatest common factor. Where does common play a role? We're getting there. But before we get to that, let's find the factors of 25 first. We're going to go through that same process. We're going to go through our counting numbers. 25 divided by 1 is 25, so 1 would be a factor. 2 would not go into 25 evenly. 3, no. 4, no. 5, yeah, 5 times 5 is 25, so that would work perfectly. And 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, no. So we just need to think about the number 25. Okay, so those are the 3 factors that work for 25. So we have found the factors of 2 different numbers. We found the factors for 30 and we found the factors for 25. If you have something in common with somebody else, it means that you have something that is similar. So we're going to do the same thing with similar factors. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have so far. Here is the factors that we have found for 30 and 25. And let's go ahead and look and see which ones that they have in common. I have used the circles and the arrows here to show that 30 and 25 have 2 sets of common factors. 1 is a common factor and 5 is a common factor. Now let's think about putting all of those words that we talked about today together. Greatest common factor. So if we direct our attention over here to the right-hand side of the page, the common factors between 30 and 25 were 1 and 5. Which one of those is the greatest? Remember, we talked about greatest is the biggest number. Between 1 and 5, what's greater? 5 is. So the greatest common factor of 25 and 30 is 5.